Hello, I'm Matt and welcome to Badger Workshop. We had a week of nice weather, so I thought I'd better start making some garden furniture. I'm going to start with a table. I already have a base I can use, so that'll speed things up. I just need to make the top. I've got all these pine slats, so I'm going to plane them down both sides so I can get them laminated together. When I've got both sides done, I can get them laid out. Now I don't want to glue them up in one big piece because that make it hard to plane. My planer can do 10 inches at a time, so I'm going to glue up 10-inch sections. I picked up several samples of this exterior grade wood glue at Maker Central, so I'm going to finally use all of them up on this project. With lots of glue on, I can then use a silicone brush to spread it all out. Then I can start getting them put together. So they're all slightly different lengths, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. I'm going to come and trim them all to the same length later on. I get it all clamped up, trying to keep them as level as possible, but I am going to plane them all. Like normal, I didn't have enough clamps to do all the sections, so I got the first one clamped up, waited a few hours to dry, and then got the second one done. Then I can get the clamps off and start planing it. So first I get one side planed down. When I've got both of the boards nice and smooth, then I can set up the thicknesser and get them put through. So now I've got two nice smooth boards the same thickness. I've just got to get them glued together. I've also got one little strip, I think of 4 slats that I'm going to add on as well. I get it all clamped up, trying to get it as level as possible, as there's no way this is fitting back through the planer thicknesser. This time I left it all in the clamps overnight. The next day, get the clamps off, and then I can look at getting it all squared up. I use the best face as a reference, and then I draw a line. I can then use the track saw to trim that piece off and keep working my way around until I've got a square top. I want it to be slightly more interesting than just square edges, so I get the rail set up so it overhangs the edge by about 1 centimetre, and then I get it clamped in place. I then tilt the blade on the track saw over to 45 degrees, run it along and make that cut. I work my way around the table, putting this bevel on all 4 edges. The reason the track overhangs is I don't want the cut to start right at the top. You'll see you've got a bit at 90 and then it goes to 45. With all the bevels done, I can give it a sand, working my way up through the grits, preparing to put a finish on. But before I get the finish on, I want to work out how to attach the base. So this is the base I've got, an old Singer sewing machine stand, and it has 4 holes for screws to go through. The trouble is, pretty much every pub I've ever worked in has these tables, and over time, especially in a softwood like pine, the screws just pull out. So I'm going to mark out where the screw holes would go, but I'm going to drill some holes down to this tape level. I then have some threaded inserts I can get put in place, then I can bolt the tabletop on, and this I hope should be so much more secure. With all 4 inserts in place, I can think about what finish to put on it. I didn't want just a plain pine look, I really wanted to darken it up, so I'm going to go to an extreme and go for ebony. I've not had much luck with ebony stains on pine before, they can just look a bit grey, but this exterior finish seems to work really well. I'll put a link down to it below on my Amazon page under the finishing section. I've got a coat on both sides and then I can get it installed to the base. I've got 4 stainless steel bolts, as this is going outside and I don't want them to rust, and they just get put on with an Allen key. With it all attached, I can take it outside, give the top a light rub down and then get a second coat on. And that's it all done. probably need something to sit on and some nice weather. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.